live from Little. Ladies and gentlemen, Core Awards co-chairs, Christopher Kabala and Courtney Fain.
Good evening, and welcome to the 5th annual and inaugural virtual Core Awards. How many of you have been enjoying your own cocktail reception? Show of hands. It's great to see everyone again. We're excited that you're here for this evening. Some people have asked why we didn't wait and have this next year, and honestly, we considered it, but so much has been accomplished over the course of the past year by our members and in the corporate real estate industry in the Carolinas that it would have been a disservice not to recognize the outstanding accomplishments that have happened over the past 18 months. When you add on the fact that we've all been quarantined to our houses and taken outside of our house and taken outside of our offices, taken on second jobs as homeschool teachers, we could not celebrate the incredible accomplishments that we've seen over the past 18 months. So here we are this evening, 6 feet apart, socially distanced from one another in Little's office. Thank you, Little, Uptown Charlotte, for hosting us. We appreciate it. And we considered taking a page from the Major League Baseball or the Emmys and having cardboard cutouts of all the nominees. We thought maybe that was just a little bit over the top. Our production crew, for those of you watching at home, we're recommending that you use the speaker view instead of the gallery view on your Zoom call. But let's get going with the program. First of all, we'd like to thank our panel of judges from other CoreNet chapters for their diligence in reviewing each nomination. Linda Foggy of Turner and Townsend from our New York chapter, Liz McCleary from CBRE in our Chicago chapter, Tracy Lee Neff of Unispace from our New England chapter, Tony Smaniato of Pepper Construction in our Chicago chapter, and our own chapter past president, Marty Scannell. We greatly appreciate each of them lending us their time and expertise. I would also like to thank Steve Hood for the one-of-a-kind spires that each award recipient will receive in a very COVID-friendly manner in the coming days. And we are grateful to Chelsea, Cameron, Kim, Brian, and Andrew of Kim Bratton Media for their assistance in the production of tonight's award show.
So here is how tonight will go, hopefully. Other than 2 pre-recorded videos, this whole night is going to be live, so what could possibly go wrong? Christopher and I are going to announce the winners and say some brief remarks about the person or team or project that has won. That gives the winner a little time to do some air high fives with real people or not real people, jump up and down and get ready to go live, because then they're going to unmute and give a live acceptance speech. So that's a lot of live. So like I said, what could possibly go wrong? And what would an award show be without a lot of surprises? And while we don't have time for lots of surprises, we are going to have one big one. We thought that 2020 needed some joy, and so this is the year we're finally letting our judges have their Judges' Choice Awards. They've always wanted to find another way to recognize more of these wonderful accomplishments. So listen up, because you never know when it might happen. We also ask that you'll please engage with us tonight. Turn on your video, use the chat, and use hashtag #CoreAwards. Take screenshots, selfies, and keep your fingers crossed that technology is on our side as we present 4 more awards in a third of the time as we did last year. Without the support of our annual sponsors and our presenting sponsor, JLL, none of this would be possible. Please accept our heartfelt thanks to all of our diamond, platinum, and gold sponsors, and a very special thank you to JLL for continuing their sponsorship of the Core Awards for the 4th year. To say a few words and to test our technology is Felipe Izquierdo, Account Director of Corporate Solutions for JLL on the Bank of America account.
It's truly an honor to represent JLL, tonight's presenting sponsor, at this amazing event. We can all agree that 2020 has truly been an extraordinary year, challenging all of us in new ways, both professionally and in our personal lives. But it has also presented us with a unique seat at the table to help our clients and organizations solution the new normal. At JLL, we believe our personalized approach to commercial real estate has the feel of a boutique firm with the backing of a global Fortune 500. JLL is extremely proud of the impact and growth in the Carolinas. We would not have been able to achieve that growth without many of you gathered here today virtually. For that, we are very thankful. JLL is committed to our clients, our employees, and organizations like CoreNet that continuously strive to push our industry forward. And we are especially proud of our affiliation with CoreNet Carolinas. Its mission to connect professionals, promote excellence, increase diversity in real estate, and provide meaningful educational opportunities, particularly in a year like this one, has been exceptional. The virtual events have really allowed us to stay connected and feel supported. And of course, tonight's event. We get to hear about some of the many exemplary and extraordinary accomplishments in our industry happening in our own backyard. We so often recognize large real estate deals and developments, but it is truly an honor to recognize businesses and individuals driving value and performance to other businesses in corporate real estate. So we celebrate our friends and our colleagues who promote excellence across the industry. Congratulations to tonight's nominees, and thank you for allowing us to sponsor such an important event. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you so much, Felipe and JLL, for your continued support of our Carolinas chapter and, of course, for the Core Awards. This year has completely changed how we do things, and this is especially true for how our Carolinas chapter operates to provide professional development, opportunities, networking, conferences, and everything else to advance the corporate real estate profession. Thank you to our board of directors for leading the Carolinas chapter during this unprecedented time. Leading the charge is our fearless leader and chapter president, Anna Marshall, workplace identity specialist with Red Hat.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our first ever virtual Core Awards. Most importantly, I hope this message finds you and your loved ones healthy and safe during such changing times. Like many of you, I'm attending this event from home. To be more specific, my makeshift home office that I've been using while working remotely for the past 6 months. This is also one of the few special occasions that I've actually gotten ready for, and I have to admit, it feels great. So whether you're joining us in your pajamas or channeling your 2018 Core Awards black tie attire like me, I hope you enjoy tonight. A big thank you to Christopher Kubala and the Core Awards Committee for creating an amazing virtual event for us to celebrate the projects and individuals that are advancing the corporate real estate profession in the Carolinas. When I reflect on the past 10 months, I think it's safe to say that 2020 is not the year that any of us thought it would be, as the COVID-19 pandemic impacted the world. As professionals dedicated to creating amazing workplace experiences through various industries, we saw buildings underutilized as the virus prompted the largest work from home event in history. To say that this year was challenging and filled with uncertainty would be an understatement. One thing that has been made certain to me is that while the CoreNet Carolinas chapter is about advancing the practice of corporate real estate, it's also about creating meaningful and authentic connections between people, which I think we've all really needed during this time at home. The compassion, the innovation, and the excitement that this community shows towards what we do is evident in every project, program, or event. And even during challenging times, we've leaned into this community for support and encouragement. I want to specifically thank the 2020 board and my Vice President, Lamont Johnson, for being fearless leaders, bringing positivity and new ideas to the table every day and making the team feel like a second family. I'd also like to thank our committees and our volunteers who we would not have any events without. And finally, I want to thank all of our annual sponsors, including our diamond sponsors, JLL, DPR, and CBRE for their support this year. The projects, the teams, and the individuals that we have the honor of celebrating tonight are evidence of the incredible talent and industry leaders in our market. I really wish that we were all able to be together celebrating in person and can't wait until the time that we are. Congratulations to all of our nominees on your accomplishments and enjoy this evening.
Thank you, Anna, for everything you do for CoreNet. We really do appreciate your leadership. And since we already have all of our ballots counted, let's go ahead and start the awards. In March, most of us packed up our offices, not knowing when we might be back. Some of us weren't even that lucky. Our workstations abandoned like we were running from a hurricane. Some of us set up their offices on their beds, others migrated to kitchen tables or couches, and many tried to figure out how to maintain some normalcy while sharing spaces with their spouses or partners or children. And so people got creative. The Work From Home Award is intended to spotlight the best work from home approach by an individual. The nominees for the Most Innovative Work from Home Award for an individual are Rick Smith with CBRE and Becca Bellamy with Little. And the winner is CBRE's East Division Director of Project Management, Rick Smith. Rick turned his favorite means of transportation, his Airstream journey, into an incredible mobile office setup. The Airstream provided me the quiet confines to continue working without distraction from my family, while they had the run of the house, Rick said. He shared his workspace with his coworker and pup, Maddox, who joined him every day through the journey. Rick learned that he could do Zoom calls as easily via campground Wi-Fi as his home, and now assured that campgrounds have good Wi-Fi and or cell service. More work is often done from picnic tables and shelters than inside the Airstream. Rick's motto has become, work from anywhere. Congratulations, Rick.
You're on.
I am unmuted. Hey, thank you, Christopher, and appreciate that very much. Thanks to the CoreNet for the awards. As you can see, we were having a little office party here, just outside my office with a little pizza and beer and celebrating, enjoying this beautiful night. So, as we wanted to do this about a year ago, 2019 it was, Susan came up and said, you know what, we need to get an Airstream. It was just a great idea she had. So we've gone ahead, we've done it, and man, did we learn how to adapt with this. I think it's also helped us, or helped me, get to the 39th year of our marriage rather than our 38th year, ending it. So as we've worked there, this has played a really important part of adapting, working from anywhere, as well as, looking at how we did this. We started with March. We brought this home actually right after my daughter's wedding, who's over here in the backyard, right back there, that was playing somewhere else, but we had it here. So we adapted that. And then we started traveling around Carolinas, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and doing this. So I want to thank everybody. Christopher took a lot of the points. I thank my faithful assistant, Maddox, every day. He protected me from every invader of UPS truck, FedEx guy, mailman, runner, and biker around here. Thanks to all my CBRE colleagues. It's been great working with you. We also had a little bit of fun of playing Where's Rick this week. So as we end this, I want to say thanks to all the finalists. Congratulations to the award winners to come. Our Airstream is named Journey, so just don't stop believing. Cheers.
Congratulations, Rick. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't just a little jealous. Now we're going to move on to the Young Leader of the Year. The Young Leader of the Year award recognizes an end user or service provider under the age of 35 who has made outstanding contributions and demonstrated leadership in the Carolinas corporate real estate community. The 2020 nominees are Kevin Mertens, Director of Pre-Construction with Behringer Construction's Raleigh office, and Megan Spagnolo, MCR, Project Manager with CBRE in Greenville, South Carolina. And the award goes to Megan Spagnolo, MCR. Meg is an active member and proponent of the corporate real estate industry. Her unmatched drive for success, fostering a sense of team, and developing of industry talent make an incredible impact on the CRE industry. Tyler McKee from Rescom Construction had this to say about her. I had the pleasure of working with Megan on her first project with CBRE, and we have since completed or are in the process of completing over $4 million of tenant improvement projects together. Throughout that time, I've watched Megan overcome countless challenges with a high level of professionalism and grace. She is a strong and gifted team leader with a unique ability to get things done when others can't seem to find a solution. Congratulations, Meg.
Well, thank you so much for the award. I am so honored. I'm here with the Greenville CoreNet chapter that's part of the Carolinas chapter that's starting here in Greenville. If you can see everybody. So no, we're super excited about CoreNet, and we're gonna grow the upstate. And thank you so much for this award. I'm so honored. Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations, Meg. We're so excited for you. All of the awards, with the exception of the one coming up, are selected by our panel of judges from nominations by the chapter at large. But the Volunteer of the Year is selected differently. Members of our board submitted nominations and the board selected the winner. This year, the nominees were Camille Farkas with DIRT, Shannon Sowers with PMC, Cindy Suarez with Knoll, and Susie Thornberry with Westinghouse. It is my pleasure to present the Core Award for Volunteer of the Year to Cindy Suarez with Knoll. Cindy has been an active member of CoreNet for several years and is always willing to go the extra mile. She has participated in the Programs Committee for the last several years and took on the responsibility in 2020 of co-leading the committee with Greg Capps. Cindy has a smile ready for all and has been a welcoming face for many events in prior years by running the membership table as part of her participation in the committee. As everyone knows, 2020 has been a challenging year for all of us and has required a great deal of creative thinking and energy to make the adjustments needed for all events going virtual. Cindy has kept the committee on track and has kept everyone on the same page with regularly scheduled meetings and setting the agenda for these meetings and invites. She has continued to drive creative and innovative content for our programs and has utilized her industry contacts to help drive participation in our 2020 virtual events. Please join me in congratulating Cindy Suarez with Knoll.
Thank you so much for the award. I really appreciate it. I've loved working on CoreNet all these years and look forward to many more years of working with this program. It's really important, and I see the value that we bring to all of our corporate real estate and to our region. So looking forward to many more years working with everyone. Thank you.
Cheers, Cindy. That's wonderful. Thank you for all that you do for CoreNet. The Service Provider of the Year recognizes an individual who has made outstanding and distinguished contributions to his or her company, clients, and industry. The winner of this award consistently exceeds their clients' expectations. The 2020 Service Provider of the Year nominees are Solid Surface Care's Dan Abital and CBRE's Tanya Brandon. And the award goes to Miss Tanya Brandon, CBRE Alliance Director for Reynolds American Incorporated. Tanya's business success is grounded by her passion to inspire others in making a positive impact within their communities. Since 2018, Tanya has served as CBRE Alliance Director for Reynolds American Incorporated, or RAI, headquartered in Winston-Salem. Tanya and a team of 55 real estate professionals work diligently to deliver facility management, project management, and brokerage services to RAI while acutely focused on executing RAI's corporate real estate strategy across nearly 9 million square feet, with their client reporting that they are highly satisfied. Under her leadership, the account has embodied CBRE's goal of safety before service by having 0 recordable safety incidents in the last calendar year. She is also active in CBRE's diversity and inclusion team, serving as the national chairperson for CBRE's African American Network Group. In 2020 and prior, she has been instrumental as CBRE has continued to shape the company's D&I agenda and has participated in countless forums to promote diversity. Congratulations, Tanya.
Okay, so I don't have a background like Rick or others. I'm just still hanging out, interrupting my work night. So I need to amp up my party game. I think I'll do that. So making sure I'm unmuted here. But I do have, while I'm working, I'm drinking. I am doing that much. So thanks everyone. At most I'll say, right, it all starts with servant leadership. So I do, start every day, start every week, start every month, start every year with thinking about how I serve others. And if nothing else, the thing that's best is to think about creating cultures of trust with my team, with my clients, with those that I partner with each and every day, having an unselfish mindset, and fostering leadership in others. So if in thinking about this year, if none else, we had to start that way. So I appreciate this recognition. I appreciate being able to be a member of CoreNet for several years. And those who saw Dan, I must just acknowledge, and if anyone knows Dan's story, I've had known Dan for many, many years, and he lived life larger than any of us could have ever known. And I have to just absolutely remember Dan, acknowledge his wife Hasna, acknowledge his daughter. And for me, thank you again for this acknowledgement, right? Because for me, I do it for others, right? That's my big thing. I wanted to serve and work in partnership with others. So thank you. I'm gonna turn off and stop working here any moment now. So I know I'm looking at Rick, and Rick is probably nodding his head and saying, Tanya, please turn it off, stop working. Hi, Susan. Hi, everyone else. Have a great evening. Thank you for the acknowledgement. I appreciate it.
Well done, Tanya. Congratulations. We're so excited for you. Moving on to our next award, earlier we recognized the creative ways that individuals are working from home. Companies also had to get creative. How do you move your entire workforce to a virtual environment while maintaining productivity and engagement? Our nominees, C Design and CBRE, did just that with technology, activities, and connections. The 2020 Most Innovative Work from Home Award recipient is C Design. C Design is an award-winning architecture, interiors, and planning firm that has served Charlotte and the surrounding areas for over 17 years. Their team of 24 people offer creative design solutions for aviation, recreation, education, civic, operations, and the workplace markets. Within a week of deciding to go virtual, the firm purchased and deployed laptops to ensure employees had all the resources they needed to work from home. All employees were given rapid training on their new devices and remote meeting technologies, and were offered continued tech support throughout the initiative. Zoom and Microsoft Teams, along with Bluebeam Studio, gave their team a new way to connect and collaborate on a professional and personal level. They started each day with an 8:30 a.m. all-staff video-on Zoom call. These calls followed an agenda that discussed COVID-19 updates, project productivity, HR updates, marketing items, as well as a time to connect and check in. Other innovations C Design brought to their team are virtual project interviews, Zoom team happy hours on Friday afternoons, free mental wellness webinars, and enhanced use of social media to support the company and the team. Congratulations, C Design, and we go to Chelsea Heitzman to represent C Design. Chelsea?
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Carolina's CoreNet. I'm C Design's marketing and brand leader, accepting on behalf of C Design. We just want to thank you guys so much. You know, our setups weren't as cool as Rick's Airstream there, but you know, we were pretty proud. We were able to get everyone set up and working from home pretty soon. We stayed productive, kept everyone employed. We kept our close-knit camaraderie with the team. So it was, you know, it was a good time for all of us. I'm really proud personally to work at a place that not only values everyone's safety, but also our emotional and our social well-being. You know, missing the water cooler chats and things like that. It felt like we didn't even skip a beat. So that was great. Thanks again. Congrats to all the other winners. Hope everyone has a great night and stays healthy.
Congratulations to Chelsea and the C Design team. Well deserved. Many companies either had to return to work as essential employees or chose to do so safely to try to strive for some version of our new normal. As we try to solve these problems and create the new normal, the Return to Work Award spotlights a corporate real estate organization or team that demonstrates a safe, creative, and engaging approach to the return to work. The nominees for the Most Innovative Return to Work Award are Behringer Construction, CBRE Carolinas, Honeywell and the Carolina Panthers, and Store Office Environments. And the award goes to Store Office Environments. Store has successfully navigated 3 phases of reentry. The first phase was planning, centered around team member support and connections and how to provide a safe environment for team members. The second phase involved enhanced communications, including a weekly CEO-led company-wide call, increased frequency of leadership meetings, and individual team updates and ongoing surveys of team members. Finally, the engagement phase involved the creation of a detailed return-to-work playbook, which focused on the retrofitting of their environment and improvement of the technology to use real-time data to manage their space. The result is that today, STORE averages 60% capacity, and they've hosted around 70 showroom visitors since returning. Due to their practices and protocols, STORE experienced less than 1% confirmed COVID cases, and none of those were contracted in office, and I'm adding knock on wood, with no exposure to fellow team members. STORE's Chief Operating Officer, Becca Hand, said it best, quote, "We created the best ecosystem for team members to do their best work." Congratulations, STORE, and they're going to be represented tonight by Anna DeShazier.
Thank you so much. Wow, what an honor to be recognized tonight. It's been a roller coaster year, as all of you can agree. We started the year renovating our space, opening up in February, and then, and at that point we shifted about 40% of our people into free addressing, whole new way of working. And then about a month later, we had to send everybody home. So it was definitely the stress time figuring out, is this space really going to be possible to be used when we come back? But it turned out that it was the only way we would have been able to come back. So our team members had already figured out how to work differently. They were able to adjust to working at home and, really getting in that focus time. And then as we started coming back into the office in June, figuring out how to collaborate again in person. And it really made all the difference. We really do believe that space matters, and we wanted to provide that space that our team members could come and be safe if they were going to be able to leave their houses. So, and here we are 5 months later. People are in about 3 days a week. And we've seen such a difference just being able to see that productivity, getting to work with our customers, trying to figure out how to come back, and allowing them to have that flexibility to do their best work in the right places. We've utilized our workplace sensors to help track our heavy traffic areas, helping with our cleaning protocols, and knowing how to monitor how many people are in the space every day. But at the end of the day, we feel like we did the best that we possibly could to bring everybody back in a safe way and to keep everybody healthy. And we are still running strong with keeping them all healthy. A special thanks to Becca Hand, our COO, Brian Burns, our Education and Healthcare Sales Director, Vicki Hartley, our Marketing Manager, Laura Butts, our Design Supervisor. All of them helped with our submittal and putting our story together. Our full Return to the Office Task Force that have been still trying to make sure that we're doing everything right every day, and our senior leadership team that has been the heart of keeping us going throughout all of this. So just thank you to all of CoreNet on behalf of the STORE team.
Great job, Anna, and congratulations, STORE Office Environments. What a huge accomplishment. Moving on to our next award, the corporate real estate industry has an incredible impact on the communities that we serve, live, work, and play in. The Community Impact Award recognizes the corporate real estate organization or team that has had the greatest impact on a specific community in the Carolinas or the Carolinas as a whole. Since there are so many positive ways a community can be impacted, we let this up to the nominee's interpretation, including but not limited to economic, social, cultural, environmental, health and well-being, public policy, or public service impacts. The 2020 Community Impact Award nominees this year are Truist's Wilson Revitalization Efforts and CBRE Carolinas in North and South Carolina. The winner this year is Truist by the team of Truist, CBRE, Little, and Barnhill Contracting. Since its establishment in 1872, BB&T, now Truist, has been a cornerstone to the Wilson community. Truist now occupies nearly 440,000 square feet of office space in the city of Wilson, including its newest 93,500 square foot building in downtown, which opened in August of 2020. The bank has initiated and led the way for significant revitalization and beautification effort of Wilson, demonstrating its commitment to and investment in the future of the Wilson community. The bank's relocation sparked the start of a new mixed-use development in the Wilson Family YMCA. The bank covered the cost to demolish and remediate old buildings, providing initial momentum for the $100 million investment that is expected to attract downtown residents, a long-term objective of the city. Grant Going, the Wilson city manager, said this: "This investment is not only reinforces the bank's commitment to Wilson, but also complements our efforts in downtown redevelopment and innovation, and will serve as a catalyst for further progress that should benefit both the bank and the community." We turn to Mindy McNeil to accept the award on behalf of Truist. Mindy?
Thank you, Christopher. It is my great honor to say thank you to CoreNet Carolinas on behalf of BB&T and SunTrust, now Truist. On behalf of the city of Wilson, North Carolina, who we partner with very greatly on this project, and the entire project team from Little Diversified Architecture Consulting, CBRE, Barnhill, and NSB Wilson Development Team, thank you all very much. Truist, our purpose is to inspire and build better lives and communities, and we feel this project truly brings that to light. We look forward to all the city will bring to our teammates and our community in the years to come. And thank you again for the honor, and the congratulations to all the other CoreNet nominees and winners this evening. And very proud of my project team. Thank you all very much.
Congratulations to Truist and the entire team. It's a really wonderful project, and it's inspiring to see how a project like that can have an effect on a whole community. We are now moving into the Project of the Year categories. CoreNet members provide a variety of projects, lots of different sizes and scopes, and we've really tried to evolve to capture that. When we first started the Core Awards 5 years ago, we only had one program of the year. We then evolved to two projects of the year, 50,000 and less, 50,000 and over. And now this year we've evolved yet again to 3 projects. Project of the year, 20,000 square feet and lower, 20,000 square feet to 100,000 square feet, which we have condensed down to the medium-sized project, and 100,000 square feet or greater. So as a side note, we do listen to your feedback, so please keep it coming when you get that survey after this. Each of these project awards considers the following criteria, and I'm going to paraphrase a little bit so I don't have to look at the notes the whole time. Enhances the core business strategy, supports worker productivity, reflects the company brand, promotes wellness, engagement, and satisfaction, assists the company in attracting and retaining talent, creates a competitive advantage for the company, and positively impacts the financial bottom line. Also, you remember me mentioning the Judge's Choice Award. Stay tuned, it's coming up soon.
But first, the nominees for the Project of the Year, less than 20,000 square feet, are Sodoma Law, Heapy, Gensler Charlotte, 98 Ventures, Project 21, and the Amex Centurion Lounge. And the award goes to Gensler Charlotte by the team of Behringer Construction and Gensler. Gensler Charlotte is all about creativity at play. The new Gensler Charlotte office, located in the heart of the city center, is an environment built to serve as a living lab to test and explore new ideas, relationships, and products. The intentional location and exquisite community-oriented design of Gensler Charlotte's new office makes it well-positioned to attract and retain the best and brightest talent, ultimately benefiting the surrounding community when that talent resides in the city. Throughout the process, both Gensler and Behringer brought partners to the table, and all teams involved went one step further to figure out how to best work together. Co-creation was crucial. The ability to sketch out a quick change on a 2x4 and implement it without needless bureaucracy gets back to the roots of the relationship between the builder and the architect. From start to finish, the teams were transparent with one another. The project was a design-build collaboration and the continuation of a partnership rich with mutual trust, as is apparent from the fact that the two have worked together on over 70 corporate upfits in the past 5 years alone, many of which were located in Uptown Charlotte. Congratulations to Gensler Charlotte, represented tonight by Carrie Renegog. Carrie.
Thanks, Chris. Congratulations to all the other projects in the category. We definitely, are among some great projects, and want to congratulate all of the other submittals as well. As Chris said, this project was really about a partnership. We couldn't have done it without our Behringer team. We started from the beginning with them, and really did. It was just a phenomenal partnership along the way, and we're thrilled. We did get to spend a few months in our office before before work from home started in March, but we're excited to one day go back, and really, can't thank the judges enough for this recognition. Again, we're thrilled and couldn't have done it without our team. Thanks.
Congratulations to Carrie, Gensler, Behringer, and the whole team. You all have created a beautiful office. We actually have one more award recipient in this category of the 20,000 square feet or less. The Judge's Choice Award goes to Project 21 by the team of Gensler, DPR Construction, McFarland Construction, Barrett Woodyard and Associates, and CBI. The fully operational pilot project, Project 21, will serve as a guide to a client's new 1 million square foot tower going up in Uptown Charlotte. The purpose of Project 21 was to test design concepts and minimize risk for the new tower. The pilot project, as well as the upcoming tower, will impact over 3,500 employees, setting a new trajectory for workplace in the city. The strategy is to design a full-scale prototype floor by using a similarly sized floor plate. The goal is to validate assumptions about the program, test new space types, and save time and cost on the new office tower. To summarize the approach, the client and team have adopted the phrase, failing fast to enable bold leaps forward. This phrase encompasses the many benefits of testing to identify opportunities and challenges ahead of time. In the process, multiple user groups rotate through the prototype space in 2-month intervals, offering several departments the opportunity to occupy and provide feedback about the new workplace design. Assumptions are tested, functionality is validated, feedback is collected, and any necessary adjustments are made. Although a temporary space, the judges agreed that the project is an innovative approach and should be recognized as a significant accomplishment in the corporate real estate industry in the Carolinas. Congratulations to the entire team, and we will turn it over to Chris Akins for some brief remarks.
Thank you, Courtney. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was a really awesome project, and I think the name of the game here was collaboration. I think we went from concept to butts and seats within about 7 months. It was a very fast-moving project, and you can't do that without collaboration. So, working hand in hand with the Gensler team, Holly and Will, and JLL, Suzanne Price working with us, and our client obviously giving us the ability to do this. And you as a general contractor, it's kind of a dream to kind of test out what you're going to go build 1 million square feet of. And practice and learn things. We also had the opportunity here to prefab walls in an uptown Charlotte tower, build walls in our warehouse and deliver them and install on site. Hats off to all the team members on the design side, all our DPR McFarland team members, and of course we couldn't do it without the trade partners. They're what make these projects happen and what make the beautiful end product. So. Thank you all. Thank you, CoreNet. And this juicy IPA is for all of you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Chris, and the entire Project 21 team. Now I have the pleasure of awarding our medium-sized project, the 20,000 to 100,000 square feet award. The nominees for Project of the Year for 20,000 to 100,000 square feet are The Exchange, Willow Tree, and Parsons. And the award goes to Willow Tree by the team comprised of Willow Tree, Gensler, and Behringer Construction. Willow Tree decided to unify its presence in North Carolina in a location that would allow them to continue to attract top talent and match their growing culture. They looked to make history in a place that had a history of its own, a vacant 1920s era mill at the American Tobacco campus in the heart of downtown Durham's booming revitalization efforts. This adaptive reuse of a renowned building with a cool surrounding atmosphere made the perfect elements for their new home and first unified office in North Carolina. Willow Tree CEO Tobias Dengel said this about the project. We want to provide one of the best work ecosystems in North Carolina, and this revitalized building enables an activated, collaborative, and inclusive work environment that promotes open communication amongst team members so everyone can hone their craft and practice sustainable flow. The building is indicative of old world industries, yet representative of the new direction of Durham's economy. The open spaces create a certain feel that ties into the history and permanence of the building, creating an aura that's hard to describe. We are grateful to the Durham community for their continued support and cannot wait to see all that we can accomplish in this new office space. Congratulations, WillowTree, Gensler, and Behringer. We turn now to Chris Butlak to accept the award. Chris?
Actually, I think Kevin Mertens is going to grab this one on our behalf. If we can switch over to Kevin.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was a fantastic project. I know you hit on a lot of the highlights there, but it was just a really, really cool redevelopment project with a client that just cares so much about their people. And I think that was what was really invigorating about the project, was to just see all of their design decisions and what how much they cared about really what it meant to their employees, what it meant to their brand as they were, expanding into the Durham market. So thanks to the team. Whitney with Solutions PDM was just fantastic. She was our leader. Gensler did an amazing job with the design, just a truly beautiful space. And so just thankful to be at the table and have the opportunity to, plant the seed for WillowTree's success here in North Carolina. Thank you. Cheers.
Great job to the WillowTree team. The final project category and the final award for the evening is the Project of the Year greater than 100,000 square feet. Among many other things, these projects have changed skylines, united team members, educated young minds, and transformed historic spaces. The nominees are 150 Fayetteville, Wells Fargo Corporate Center, the Bank of America Tower, Clemson University School of Business, Corning Optical Communications Headquarters, Foundation Supply, IQVIA Q2 Solutions, and Round Point Headquarters. And the award goes to the Bank of America Tower by the team made up of Bank of America, JLL, Little, Rogers Builders, and CBI. In July 2020, construction completed on the last of 22 floors of Bank of America's 600,000 square foot office space at the Bank of America Tower, the first tenant-occupied building at the Legacy Union campus in Uptown Charlotte. The tower expertly exceeded all the criteria for this award, supporting employee productivity with ubiquitous technology in a variety of spaces, promoting wellness by including biophilic elements and analyzing employee feedback, and positively impacting their bottom line by reducing the bank's Charlotte footprint by approximately 100,000 rentable square feet. During the nomination evaluation, one judge remarked, "I've never said I want to work at a bank until I saw this project." Mark O'Grady, managing director at Bank of America, quoted many characteristics that make this an award-winning project. Quote, "The Bank of America Tower project is the vanguard of our real estate market strategy in Charlotte. The project has enabled us to optimize our real estate footprint and bring key teams together. Progressive design concepts were employed to enhance collaboration and productivity in a variety of work settings, while ergonomics and wellness features were leveraged to improve the employee experience. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, a fully integrated project delivery model engaged all key stakeholders from the project development stage to ensure strong execution and a best-in-class end product. Congratulations to Bank of America, JLL, Little, Rogers, and CBI for your Project of the Year. We will pass it over to Fran Whalen for some brief remarks.
Thank you, Courtney. First and foremost, I want to thank the Carolinas CoreNet chapter and the selection committee for making sure to take the time and effort to pull this event together and to allow us to celebrate all of these great projects that have been submitted over the course of this award ceremony. It's especially important during this time that we take the time to celebrate the things that we've brought to this community and these communities. It's hard to believe that a vision that started about 4 years ago to bring together our client-facing businesses in a new and innovative space has finally come to fruition, and to embrace our clients and employees in new and different ways. But we wouldn't have gotten there without a strong team, and I couldn't have had a better team at the table than the team of JLL, Little Architecture, Rogers Constructions, and CBI, along with all of our trade partners. It certainly was amazing to see this beautiful project come together. I also want to thank Lincoln Harris for an amazing landscape that they provided to us in the Core and Shell building in order to implement this project. like many of you, we got upset with the things that happened with COVID. But despite all of that, we delivered this project on time and under budget, not missing a beat. And I couldn't have imagined it happening any better way. Even with finishing the project on time and under budget, we continued to move over 2,000 people in our market, while most of those people were working from home, boxing up and relocating people who weren't even there. We started calling them ghosts, but the team executed flawlessly with the change management and communication strategy that we put together jointly. We are extremely proud of this project and excited to bring it to the Charlotte landscape, and we thank you for this award.
Congratulations to the whole Bank of America team. We're really excited about this new addition to our skyline here in Charlotte. Congratulations also to all of our nominees and to all the award recipients. Reminder, we will be bringing your trophies in a COVID-safe manner in the very near future. Many thanks to each of you for your commitment in promoting excellence and effectiveness in the corporate real estate industry and the corporate real estate, all of you professionals who have made this industry such a great place to work here in the Carolinas. 2020 has taught us a lot about health, technology, resilience, and community, lessons that were clearly illustrated in the nominations received for the Core Awards this year. Our industry has, like many other things, changed, but the people on this Zoom call have all met the challenges, and together we will continue to transform the Carolinas. This is the time of night we would typically invite you to come to our after party and remind you to mark your calendars for next year, Core Awards, November 5th, 2021. Put it on your calendar now. And even though we can't celebrate in person tonight, we do hope to be together next year for the best Core Awards to date. We'd like to thank our committee for all of their work in making this event possible, especially Courtney, my co-chair, and myself. Thank you again. Congratulations and good night.
Thank you.